Hey, welcome back to Parenting the Middle School Years. I'm Joe Martin, and today I want to talk about a sentence that I wish every middle schooler could hear. You're not who you're going to be. I believe in that message so much, I wrote an entire book and called it that, right? It's available on Amazon, by the way. You're Not Who You're Going to Be by Joe Martin. Available on Amazon if you're into that sort of thing. So, and why do I think this phrase is so important? Because I think that's one of the greatest tragedies that these middle school kids go through is they confuse with today with forever, right? So a bad grade becomes, I'm just not smart. Not making the team becomes, I'm the worst player ever. I'm never going to be athletic. A rough year socially is nobody likes me. Middle schoolers, they live completely in the moment. They don't have enough life experience to realize that people change a lot. And as parents, we have the benefit of perspective. We've watched awkward middle schoolers become confident adults. We've watched struggling students become successful business owners. We've watched shy kids become incredible leaders. And we watch kids who couldn't sit still become amazing entrepreneurs. We've seen these things. We know that growth is normal. Kids just don't know it yet. One of my favorite stories is about a kid named Bones. Real name's Hayden. Everyone, we call him, all the cool kids, we call him Bones. I was just talking to his dad this week and inspired this episode today. So, and Bones was super skinny in middle school as one of his coaches. And in fact, one day he got up frustrated and punched the grass, and he broke his hand punching grass. That's how skinny this guy was, right? So if you had met him, you probably would have thought this kid is never going to play football beyond middle school. But if you look carefully, you may have seen something beyond your first impression. He was tough as nails. He was mentally tough as well. And he had an incredible work ethic. And fast forward a few years till today, he weighs 230 pounds, plays college football, and I expect him to have a breakout year in the next few months in this football season, right? Same kid, different season of life. And that's why I'm so careful with labels, especially at that middle school age. You know, parents say things like, wow, my kid's just not athletic, or yeah, she's the shy one, or, and he's just not a leader. Maybe, or maybe not yet. That's one of my favorite words in parenting. Yet. I can't do it yet. I don't understand this math yet. I haven't found what I'm confident about yet. You know, that one little word can change their entire story. Don't put a period on it. Add that comma in there. Now, speaking of punctuation, I still really don't know how punctuation works. I spelled the word business wrong until I got to college. True story. This is pre-spell check, by the way, in my defense. Yet, I'll put that in there. I have written 2 best-selling books, and I've had a successful business for 17 years, despite not knowing how to spell it, and despite not knowing those things about grammar and punctuation, all those things. Yet, look at me now. So, how do we help our kids believe they're still becoming something different? First thing we're going to do, stop defining them moment by moment, just by that one moment. You know, a bad semester isn't a bad future. One mistake is not their identity. And the second thing we're going to do, remind them of how much they've changed already. They forget. Like I said, they are living in that moment. They've forgotten what's happened. Ask them, hey, remember when you were scared to ride a bike? Remember when you couldn't swim? Remember when reading was so hard for you? They've already overcome so much. They just forget that they've learned and grown so much in their little life. They don't even know about it. It's just natural life, right? They forget about that. So help them remember. And the third thing, I love to tell stories. You know, stories are powerful because it help kids kind of borrow some of that hope. I've told so many of the kids I work with about Bones. I tell them about my son, his struggle to become one of the worst players on the team to a Division I basketball player, and all these other, tell these stories that you've had through your life, especially yours. Tell them about people who struggled before they succeeded. Tell them about your own middle school years, how awkward they were for you. I guarantee you have some awkward stories. Everyone's awkward in middle school. And hey, you were weirder than you remember, okay? Especially you. You know who I'm talking about. And the last thing, paint a picture of who they can become. Instead of asking, what do you want to be when you grow up? Try asking, what kind of person do you want to become? Do you want to be kind, honest, resilient, courageous? Those are things every child can start becoming today. Your middle schoolers, they're under construction. They're going to change so much physically, emotionally, socially, spiritually. Don't let them believe this chapter they're in right now is the whole book, because it's not. They're not who they're going to be. And neither you are as a parent. All right, here's a challenge this week. I want you to catch your child growing. Look for one way they've improved, no matter how small, and tell them, hey, I noticed you're becoming more patient. I've seen you working harder than usual. You're handling that better than you used to. Just help them see who they're becoming, not just who they are today. Sometimes a parent's words can become a child's future. No pressure, I know, but just catch them growing, right? It's out there. If you'll start paying attention, you'll see it. Hey, and if any of this resonated with you and you like your middle schooler to hear too, check out my book, You're Not Who You're Going to Be by Joe Martin, available on Amazon. And thanks for listening to the Parenting the Middle School Years. If this episode encouraged you or helped you in any way, I'd love to share it with another parent. If you could do that, share it with another parent. And if you have any topics you'd like me to cover, I'm all ears. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week on Parenting the Middle School Years.